Hello, my wastelanders, my lovelies. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Fallout 76 Atlanta announcement and the general just video that happened at the Xbox Game Showcase. Again, I was there in the crowd. When people saw Fallout like stuff appearing on the screen, they got really excited. And then when it showed it was Fallout 76, they were like, "Oh, okay, you know." However, I'm very excited. I think that the add-ons we've been getting for Fallout 76 are very like a way of keeping Fallout going in between games. So the pit was obviously Fallout 3, like the call out to Fallout 3, and then this one was more of akin to New Vegas and like honoring it in these ways. And I think there's Easter eggs that point towards these different elements within this trailer, which is pretty cool. So we're just going to watch it and break it down. I believe this all falls under the creative license. I'm commenting on it, I'm adding new information, and I do have an Xbox like press credential thing too, so please don't copyright me. Without further ado, let's get into it. Side note before I fully get into it, I am trying to get monetized on this channel. If you could go watch 2 of my other videos, that would mean a lot to me. Trying to do a fundraiser in September for Gynecological Cancer Awareness Month, as I am an ovarian cancer survivor, and I can't do that here without being monetized because they don't let you fundraise. So anyway, go watch 2 videos. Love ya. Let's get into it. All right, so this song's pretty catchy. I like it. 15 million dwellers. I believe it's 15 million active players, which, you know, this game came out in 2018. The fact that it's accrued such an audience is pretty cool. Obviously, that, you know, Elder Scrolls Online definitely has more active players, but this is still like a pretty cool feat for this game, in my opinion. I know people are going to be heated in my comments, but it is what it is. I love the like... So, so sad. They're doing the little like sing along. The bouncing head obviously is Vault Boy. We see some Brahmin here. The black and white is kind of going back to their roots with like the announcement of Fallout 76 was in color, and that was different than the announcement of Fallout 4, which had this like animation in black and white, the special animation. And I think this is kind of going back to like Fallout 4, which is interesting and appealing to me. So
what a sight, a verdant wonderland.
Just this girl toasting marshmallows over the corpse. It's great. It's very camp. It's very Fallout.
And a promise plucked from post-atomic.
I love the like individual characters they show. Obviously, Fallout 76 had a big like shift into showing not just Vault Boy like they did in the Fallout 4 announcement, but showing the individual characters because it's a multiplayer game and like customization. This guy obviously has a beard. That more of that. It's cool to see.
Blight, the fruit of years of proof.
He was just tearing down a sign that said "Bless this mess." If you're not in like American culture, that's a common like phrase people have on their walls that are messy. So, you know, not something you'd find in my house, but I do have a messy household.
Progress and determined reclamation.
Girl just fully got ate by a deathclaw.
And 15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination.
I love that she got ate by the deathclaw and then ripped out its heart. So we're seeing some like Mothman references up in here. This guy looks haggard. Poor guy.
From the heart of West Virginia to the depths of the...
So obviously referencing the pit, and we can see some trogs here, which is cool. Pit being their, you know, their member berries, I guess, for lack of a better term, nostalgia to Fallout 3, whereas this new announcement is going to be for New Vegas. I love this. It's super classic to having this like chorus line of girls. I love that they have like a diversity of girls here. It's pretty cool too. And then of course the like pretty typical Vault girl look in the center here with the blonde, similar to Vault Boy. But their outfits are really cute, and you'll notice like throughout the video that they're in like Vault suit dresses, which this would be such a cool cosplay. If anybody wants to go do that, I think you should, with like the line. I'm sure they're blue and yellow as per usual, but cool look. And of course, like the hairstyles are very of like the inspiration of the Fallout era that these girls are wearing. It's pretty cute. You know, we got something that looks like a beehive or a big bump, and then just another updo over here. Very like, I don't know, 1950s era. Very cool. Love it. Okay, so we this is how we get into the Fallout like 76 actual gameplay, which is pretty cool. Reference to the announcement of Fallout 76 again, which had like TV and play, but pretty cool callback to that. So, and then of course we can see a little bit of details here. You know, we got Cappy and Bottle, and then a Mr. Handy and a Zayton alien ship. Pretty cool little decorations on the
No
shelf.
matter if you roam
So, in-game gameplay footage, when I was at the Xbox showcase in person, it was anytime that they said in-game gameplay footage, like the audience got pretty excited, and I think that's cool to like. Obviously, we know 76 already, so it's not a surprise that this is in-game, but just another thing to note.
alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the
So,
good times
highlighting
never end.
what
There are
already
relics
exists in
you
Appalachia,
uncover
which is
from
pretty
a
neat.
time
I don't know. I just love teddy bears and Fallout. Like, set up teddy bears is my favorite thing ever.
before the war,
It's
along
environmental
with loads of
storytelling.
friendly folks to meet and enemies galore.
Again, just
Yes,
highlighting
You're a
everything.
natural kid.
I love Flirty Vault Boy covered in blood. He's adorable. Look at how freaking cute this guy is. I love him.
Let's get you back to looking dapper and get back.
I love the t-shirt gun. That's a hilarious weapon. I don't know if that's in 76, but if it's not, it should be. It's pretty funny. Um, that would be a fun weapon. Okay, that and like a potato launcher, I think would be an interesting weapon in Fallout.
On the grid, when you need a place to be yourself.
Oh, everyone complains about not having vehicles in Fallout. We need this right here. Just ride Mr. Handy, whose eyes are like pointing all different directions to wherever you need to go. Adorable.
Well, that we can fix.
Answer the call of Vault 76.
So showing the different fits, a lot of these like are in like some of them are Atom Shop and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. There's a Deathclaw looking in the window. Fantastic touch. Thought that was hilarious.
Dress yourself with clothing, muster arms and expertise. Here you're free to live your life in any manner you please.
Love the dancing. I think like even before we got 76, modders were putting dancing into Fallout games since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of 3D Fallout.
And where, pray tell, will you?
Collecting of junk. Love that. They referenced that also, just like the junk collection in the sandwich hoarder in the Starfield announcement, which I thought was pretty cool. So, you know, there's just something about Bethesda players that it speaks to us to collect garbage and pile it in our whatever our home is. And in the case of 76, obviously, your camp is your home that you design, so you get to fill it with all the crap you want.
Store all that loot? Why, in a camp of your design, let your dream home take root. Our world is always changing.
I know 76 gets a lot of crap, but it is a really beautiful game, and I do appreciate the visuals of it.
Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on
The Pit, I still need to play this. I was like in the middle of a programming class when this came out, so I was very distracted by programming, learning Python and crying. So I need to go back and play this. But again, like I think what they're trying to do with 76 is like tide us over until we get another Fallout, because you know Bethesda Game Studios is really one game at a time, which is the specific studio that works on all these different like projects, whereas 76, you know, it's managed by another studio, so they got to do a bit more in the interim, and you know, anything to tide us Fallout fans over, I think is what they're trying to do. I think what they're really trying to do with 76 is be like, here, this game, we're not going to get a Fallout game for a long time, so here is this game. We're not putting everything we are into like another titled numbered Fallout game, but hopefully it gives you some fun and an ability to play with friends and things like that. And I think the Pit is a big part of that, and this newer update coming out is part of that as well.
expeditions into thrilling new unknowns. Yes, from Appalachian settlements to Nuka World on tour. You're never
And of course, Nuka World on Tour is very Fallout 4 themed, you know.
short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh?
I think it's a satellite in Fallout 76 they just showed, reminds me a lot of like Starfield in some of the imagery. Just saying that as a side note. Thank you, seen it all, eh? I was really excited at this point of the announcement because it was like a new thing.
Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of...
Love it. I love that he has a sticker of his own face on his suitcase. He also is holding one of those like tiki cups, which is like a merchandise thing that they do sell in the Fallout universe. I have a dog meat one and a Deathclaw one, and I thought that was kind of like a cool shout out. I don't know if that's what they're referencing because these mugs obviously exist outside of the universe, but it is a product you can get for Fallout, which is kind of cool.
Epicurean bliss.
Okay, it wasn't a sticker. It was just the crawler. My bad. I love that he's flipping the Nuka Cola cap.
Put your rad shield.
Obvious. I mean, I don't think this needs to really be said, but Elvis reference. Is Elvis a ghoul in canon now in Fallout? Probably not. These videos are, like, in my opinion, non-canon, but
On and fix your hair.
I love that he's playing, I think it's Craps, against a super mutant. Like, I hope you can play these games against creatures, not just people.
Not pretty because
I love the neon. I love it.
we're headed for the boardwalk
You can see there's like a neon mini nuke in this frame. That's pretty cool.
of Atlantic
Atlantic City. Very pretty.
City. Press your
Also like a brand new city coming to, brand new city, brand new state coming to Fallout, which is pretty cool too.
look at the casinos. Let the
Just the overall design of the casino. Obviously casinos all have this kind of like similar lighting. It's very red, very like of the era of when Fallout is inspired by. I just really I appreciated this. It definitely feels a little bit Fallout New Vegas themed. Obviously that's kind of what they're going for, but I like it.
good times roll. There's no telling.
So you can see that the boardwalk is included, which is pretty cool. So it seems like more than just like going to a casino, but having more beyond that you get to explore, which is going to be, I think, pretty exciting.
What new treasures this beach haven will hold.
Some kind of like furry looking ghoul. I think he has some kind of like sea life growing on him, which is kind of a cool implication for the Fallout games. Like, what's going on with ghouls are submerged in water? Like, are they still alive? Do they even need oxygen? Things like that. So I liked this detail of like what a marine ghoul would look like.
So then
Super gross though. So obviously now he's like hungover and going back to Virginia, West Virginia. Like that's so typical of like taking to a trip to like one of these gambling towns. Like Vegas is the only one I've been to, but you definitely like feel it afterwards.
there you have
Drinks
it.
are strong out there.
Now you know.
Love the putting the stim pack just like the same as the game animation into his stomach. Great detail there.
There's a million ways to make the wasteland.
Just love him. Obviously this is a Brady Bunch reference. You can see that Vault Boy's like looking around the different squares, which is a Brady Bunch thing. For you youngins out there who might not have caught that one, but you know, I didn't watch Brady Bunch, but I get the reference.
Your waste home. And when you
I love him. I love this design of Vault Boy too. He's not as like skinny as other designs. He's kind of got he's got a little more like quirky character to him. Just like the announcement in Fallout 4 where he was very, you know, you have the excuse me WTF meme and like the like the different things that Vault Boy did in that animation for Fallout 4 is very memeable, as is this. As someone who makes memes, I appreciate that.
hear adventure calling when you're looking.
Love him. So in this animation, he's kicking the back of this, which would be the combat inhibitor, or like I guess fuel cell could also be in this one too, like, and then he explodes afterwards, which is just a nice touch. It's cute.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of all.
I love this when they're singing their Vault Girl, like classic typical Vault Girl, stop singing and like kind of makes eyes at Vault Boy. I like the idea of them like dating. I know I'm reading way into this, but I don't care.
Call of Vault 7.
Obviously they're doing like the kick line, super classic. You know, I love it.
D6.
And then we get the animation of this head smacking into the wall. You know, classic for Fallout game animations of heads being fully detached and flying across the room. Great touch, great detail to the person who animated this. That's excellent.
Play it now with Xbox Game Pass.
So they're talking about, I think this confused a few people, but you can play Fallout 76 with Game Pass. You can't play this add-on quite yet. Yeah, so that's the video. I'm actually really excited about this. I think this is definitely going to be something that brings me back into Fallout 76, where I had strayed away from it for a little while. Obviously, I'm also busy, day job, grad school, all that. But there's something really appealing about this new location because it's something I haven't visited before, whereas the pit was somewhere where I had been because obviously I played Fallout 3. So I'm really enticed to play this one, and I think people who are already playing 76 obviously are going to play it, but I wonder if this will be exciting for other Fallout fans. Obviously, this is not New Vegas 2, which I know a lot of people suspected was going to happen, and I was very adamant it wasn't, and I was right. Sorry to be right, guys, but um, I still think it's got this appeal to like the nostalgia of some like modicum of the nostalgia for New Vegas, and like the fact that they're honoring it by not copying it directly, I think is really cool because obviously, you know, Bethesda didn't make New Vegas. They published it. Whereas like the pit, you know, Bethesda made it. So them going back to it, it was like going back to their own material. Whereas this is honoring it, but not like going back to it in a way that it's like would kind of come off rude, or I don't know. I don't think it would come off rude. It's their IP, but you know, they're not focusing in on something that isn't theirs. They're honoring it in a special way. And I know people are going to be mad about it in the comments. Have at it. I mean, I'm excited about this. I want to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments. Of course, there's going to be more content surrounding all of the Xbox Game Showcase. I'm going to do a vlog on just like what the showcase was like, what meeting Todd Howard was like. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Love ya. Bye, Wastelanders.